You hear your alarm clock snooze it multiple times, and when you finally wake up, you think to yourself, here we go again. You get out of your bed, feeling tired and unmotivated. You grab your phone, start scrolling, and see other people living their best lives. You start to think to yourself, my life sucks. Life is so unfair. There is no point getting it better. Nothing is going to change. Nobody can save me. This lack of motivation starts to spread into other aspects of your life. There is no point getting in shape. You're good as you are, so you start to skip the gym, eat more junk food, drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes every night. Why would you even get 8 hours of sleep? You start to sleep later and later, and eventually pulling all-nighter becomes your routine. Reading books is a complete waste of time, right? You would rather scroll on TikTok, watching content you don't even truly enjoy. Life starts to feel pointless. You don't even enjoy the things you used to enjoy anymore. In high school, my dad was scammed by my uncles and lost his job, putting us in a huge debt. Despite seeking help from my father's side, they ignored us. My parent worked 24/7 to support our family, and eventually my mom got sick. We couldn't even afford school lunch, and my dad's side refused to help us, telling us my mom should work harder. While my mom's side helped us a lot, it still left a hole in my heart. Watching my parents get more and more tired made me feel something I can't explain. I became quite depressed in high school. I spent my days only scrolling on social media. I wasn't motivated to do anything, and even waking up became a challenge for me. I felt hopeless, helpless, and had no motivation towards life at all. One day I was watching YouTube, and I still remember the day I stumbled upon my first productivity video on YouTube. I started to learn more about productivity and started consuming self-improvement content. After a while, these content gave me hope and willingness to improve my life. I started to take more responsibility towards my life, and step by step, I started to take control over my life. Since I was 15, 16, I always wanted to become a YouTuber, and after failing 4 to 5 channels, I quit it for a while. But it was always a dream of mine, and sharing my experiences and thoughts through a video has been always a passion of mine. I decided to go all in on YouTube during the lockdown. I cut out all my unhealthy habits, started exercising at home, and fully focused on YouTube for a year. I literally disappeared and focused on my dream. I gave my all in. In the beginning, I was only getting 40-50 views, but I promised myself to go harder and keep going. I kept going for a while, and suddenly one of my videos took off. In only 3 months, we gained 100 subscribers on this channel. I started making more and more money by doing what I love, and eventually, I started supporting my family financially and retired them partially. My goal is to completely retire them in 2 years and make them live their dream life. Gaining this freedom wasn't easy at all. Fighting with negative emotions every day, feeling like a failure, feeling hopeless, pointless, helpless. I know that feeling, but I want to remind you something. No one is going to save you except you. You either evolve or die. That is the truth about our world. You either learn the game, play accordingly, and win, or you complain and do nothing about it and eventually lose. If your life currently sounds like this, I want you to stick around. No matter how hopeless you feel in the current moment, there is always something you can do. You are much more capable than this, and I trust you will succeed. We got this. I got you, and you got me. Being successful, making more money than other people, having freedom, being in shape, having a good relationship, and living the dream life obviously comes with sacrifices. Not everyone wants to be exceptional, and some people are happy living a mediocre life, and that's completely fine. But if you clicked on this video, something tells me that you want more than mediocrity. You want more than an ordinary life. And if that's the case, we need to escape mediocrity together. In a world where eating a bunch of unhealthy stuff, drinking every single week on Fridays, having shallow relationships, being jealous, bashing other people's success is normalized, and wanting more, wanting to improve, get better is considered toxic, mediocrity is not going to help your dreams. No matter how crazy, no matter how stupid they sound to other people, I want you to identify your goals. I want you to truly ask yourself, what do you want from life? Why are you wanting to change your life? Think about this deeply and write them down on a paper or on a Notion page if you will. Once you have your goals written down, I want you to figure out what it takes to achieve them. Break them down into multiple steps and milestones. We often become unmotivated when we realize the gap between our current self and our ideal self. By setting milestones, you can minimize that gap. If you don't have any idea what the steps will look like for you, research it. I'm quite sure there is someone on the internet, living your dream life, and teaching about it, and probably had a similar situation as you do right now. Watch their videos, buy their books, read their blogs and articles, and learn from them. I'm not only talking about YouTubers or online celebrities, by the way. Many successful people write books and share their knowledge for $10 to $20. So there is no excuse for not reading regularly and learning from them. Once you have your goals and milestones written down, it's time to disappear for 6 to 12 months. During these 6 to 12 months, we're going to solely focus on our goals. Working towards our goals is going to be the #1 priority. You might be thinking, oh, disappearing for 6 to 12 months is extreme. I would rather have a balance. I understand you, but you're the one who wants the results fast. If you want an extraordinary life, you can't live like an ordinary person. If you want quick results that will help you escape the rut you're in and change your life, I'm sorry, but you need to go a little extreme sometimes. If you listen to many successful people, you will hear them say that at the beginning of their career, they solely focus on their goal and nothing else. No matter what happens in your life, you're going to stay focused. And during these 6 to 12 months, there is a protocol that can help you tremendously, and that is called monk mode. If you're interested in improving yourself and your life, I'm quite sure that you've stumbled upon monk mode before. And if you're not, let me explain it real quick for you so that we have a better understanding. Essentially, monk mode is a mindset, an approach to life where you commit to eliminating distractions and dedicating yourself fully to a task or project. By doing so, you enter a state of focus and concentration that allows you to work efficiently and effectively towards your goals. The great thing about monk mode is that there isn't a one protocol. Everyone has their own version of monk mode, and today I want to share my version. And one thing that people get wrong is that they focus too much on their routine. Your routine is a supplement to push you forward. It's not the definition of yourself. At the same time, if you're mentally and physically unhealthy when you reach your goal, you will not be able to fully enjoy it. So what's the meaning of reaching your goals then? You can create your own monk mode protocol, but let me share my version of monk mode. There are 10 rules for my monk mode. If you apply all the rules of my monk mode for 6 to 12 weeks, you'll be unnoticeable. Just by doing some fancy morning routines and spending your whole day reading and watching and researching about successful people, you can't become successful as well, right? I also fell into that trap a couple of years ago. If you want to change our lives, we need to take action. No matter how much you feel like you're progressing just by consuming, nothing is going to change in your life if you don't apply those lessons into your life. Every single day, time block 4 hours of deep work into your calendar. Depending on your current circumstance, it might be 1 or it might be even 5 hours. The point is to dedicate a time where you do nothing but focus on your goals and take action for them. That is the important part. And during your deep work sessions, sometimes you might need a change of scenery. Working for hours on the same desk can be extremely boring, and if you have ADHD like me, switching places can be a game changer. Whenever you're working at a cafe or a library, use the Asus MB16QHD 16-inch portable monitor. This portable monitor is a lightweight, slim, and has a compact design. An extended screen can boost your productivity by helping you focus on tasks like online learning, attending online meetings, doing research and scripts, video editing, and switching between apps and documents. Unlike other off-brands, the ZenScreen MB16QHD portable monitor is built with real design quality, not plastic, not scratching hand. The Ergo L-shaped design kickstand and both side port design allow me to adjust the monitor to any angle that is seamless with my Mac screen and any setup I prefer for different work environments. You can put it in your backpack, go to a cafe, and connect your monitor with one cable to your PC. The setup is fast, smooth, and easy, so it is really awesome, and it's super smooth and fluid, which is perfect for my daily video editing and scrolling through web pages. So if you want to get more things done using this monitor, check the link in the description below. And it's also perfect for traveling. Even a low amount of alcohol consumption can disrupt your cortisol levels and make you feel more stressed during the week. If you drink very rarely when you're with friends and family, it's not the end of the world, but during your monk mode, I recommend not drinking alcohol. Don't forget, this is a protocol to change and gain control over your life. So the best amount of alcohol to drink is no alcohol. During these 6 months, do not use drugs. This includes smoking cigarettes, weed, or using LSD or any type of drug. quit now. Some people limit their caffeine intake too, since it's also a drug, but caffeine has many benefits consumed in moderation, especially for ADHD, and it can help improving alertness and concentration and might even calm you down if you have ADHD. I only drink 1 to 2 cups of coffee during the day, and I don't consume any type of caffeine after 4 p.m. to prevent it from disrupting my sleep. It's helping me get more things done, so I'm keeping it in my protocol. But depending on how it affects you, you can. The problem with the excessive social media usage is that these platforms, especially short-form based platforms like TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts, make you release crazy amounts of dopamine. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter that has been classically associated with the reinforcing effects of drugs, of abuse, and may take a key role in triggering the neurobiological changes associated with addiction. The more dopamine you produce, the higher amount you require next time to satisfy yourself. And with social media, it can easily turn into a negative habit loop. The more you consume it, the more addictive it becomes, and the more you crave it. Low dopamine producing tasks like working, studying, exercising, meditating, and reading becomes harder than ever. I'm saying limit social media, not quit it, because if you know how to use it correctly, social media can change your life and even you can make money out of it. You can learn from highly successful people by listening to them on podcasts, watching videos from people you respect to motivate yourself further, learn new things, and network with people on the internet. It's all about how you use it. And if you're a content creator like me, understanding the trends and defining the demand is done by analyzing social media. So every time you're watching something, ask yourself, why am I watching this? What's the purpose? What's the goal? If you have a clear purpose, then go for it. But if you grab your phone mindlessly, almost like an autopilot, then don't do it. When we exercise, our body releases chemical called endorphins. These endorphins interact with the receptors in our brains and reduce our perception of pain. Endorphins also trigger a positive feeling in the body, similar to that of morphine. Additionally, endorphins can help decrease cravings for alcohol and other drugs. Regular exercise has been proven to reduce stress, ward off anxiety and feelings of depression, boost self-esteem, and improve sleep. Research has shown that exercise is an effective but often underused treatment for mild to moderate depression even. In addition, exercising outside with the appropriate sun protection, of course, can help boost levels of vitamin D and your mood. If you want to get most done during your 4-hour deep work session every day, you need to get your sleep. Okay, I've been tracking my sleep every night for the past year and a half using my Oura Ring, and this is not a sponsored post, actively tracking my sleep every night and seeing how it affects my performance during the day has been a game changer. No matter how busy, stressful you are, you should never give up on your sleep. Get at least 7+ hours of sleep. I'm not talking about the amount you spend on bed, but the amount of sleep you get. I usually get around like 8 to 9 hours of sleep per night. If you're spending your whole day indoor and not getting sunlight, and if you find yourself feeling down, no matter you feel down, okay? In people who were depressed, the study found that having less exposure to sunlight was linked to having worse cognitive function. This means that people who got less sunlight were more likely to have problems with their thinking skills. Also, viewing morning and evening sunlight is really the key to robust night sleep and strong focus and energy during the day. You should never directly look into the sun, you get what I mean. Every day, view sunlight for 10 to 30 minutes minimum each morning, and don't stare at the sun, but get the sunlight in. Viewing sunlight in the morning causes up to 50% increase in circulating cortisol, epinephrine, and dopamine. These result in healthy increases in energy, immune system function, and mood. So it can also help with anxiety and depression. Life will get in the way, things will happen, and you will have days when the last thing you want to do is to focus on your goal. But trust me, it will be all worth it at the end. When you look at your past self in the future, you'll be thankful. Without personal meaning, it's hard to achieve the things you want, especially if you're dreaming big. People won't understand you, they will make fun of you, and they will say it is impossible, this and that. They will do everything to discourage you. There will be tons of reasons to quit, but during those days, remind yourself why you started in the first place. Whenever you want to quit, remind yourself that this is where most people quit and why they don't win. Being alive is the biggest privilege we all have. It's easy to compare your life to others and complain, but don't take the things you have for granted. You have access to internet and probably have a roof over your head and food to eat. With internet access, you're capable of learning new skills and broadening your horizons. In the past, only the wealth had access to information and education, but now the power of internet has democratized information basically. You have ChatGPT to give feedback on your problems, even if it's not perfect, it's still better than nothing. And you have YouTube to listen to podcasts, learn from successful people, and get motivated. You have Instagram to connect and network with other people easily. Twitter to share your thoughts and knowledge easily. Instead of complaining, focus on the next step you're going to take. And the last step is to disappear for 6 to 12 months. If you have more to give, you should give more. I will see you in a much better position in 6 to 12 months, okay? See you soon. Bye.